I be that young rapping dude, might just trap with you. Coming with the thunder, baby, might just clap your crew. I roll out in the morning light, whip that Harley bike, all black. I'm the party type, and it's on tonight. I just stepped in no weapons, but my outfit might take the soul. See my presence impressive, got strippers slipping off the poles. I just
Hey, what's up guys, Darkbreaker here, and in today's video I will show you how to play Teemo on the new patch. I think it's gonna be two gameplays. One gameplay, Challenger Elo on the new patch, and then another gameplay which was very sexy, but it was before the new items were introduced, but I was like, hey, it's a very good gameplay, you guys will probably still enjoy it, so it's gonna be two gameplays in this video. And we are gonna use the new item Rift Maker for Teemo as well. And I think it's an amazing choice since they kinda nerfed Liandry. That Liandry is only good in the super late game. And I think you don't even need Liandry anymore until they are actually fixing the passive. If it's like the Chinese passive, then I think it's fine. But right now the passive is really bad, so I don't really like Liandry. Maybe as a last item option it can be good. But yeah, if you guys want to see how to play Teemo and how to freeze the lane correctly, how to zone the opponent correctly, then definitely make sure to stay tuned. First game is very intense in Challenger rank, and make sure to also leave a like and subscribe. Appreciate any sort of support. Now, boom. Let's go, and let's get started with the item build. So Rift Maker is a very good core item in my opinion. It gives you Omnivamp, gives you the ability haste, gives you ability power and 150 HP, and on top of that, you have the old passive from Liandry, where basically the longer you're in combat, the more additional damage you will do, and on top of that, it's gonna be true damage as well. Nashor's Tooth gives you ability power, attack speed, and ability haste, and your auto attacks are gonna do additional magical damage, which is really good for Teemo, who wants to stack poison. And the more attack speed you have, the more poison you can stack with your passive and your auto attacks. Death Cap, huge power spike, Void Staff for penetration. Then Infinity Orb gives you insane one-shot potential, especially if the opponents are low life. You come in invisible, and then you just you're like a little Evelyn, mini Evelyn. You're like a mini Evelyn going in, snipe them off, and then run back again with your stealth. And I also said Liandry could be a good option in the late game for the percentage damage. But yes, the percentage damage is honestly not that much. Sadly, I don't know. Liandry is honestly not that good anymore, because look at this. It's 1% over 3 seconds. Yes, and then you have 5% scaling. 5% of your AP as scaling. It's really not that much, guys. It's really not that much. So, in my opinion, not that good anymore. But yeah. For the runes, Airy is very good for poking damage. In the early game, you can also use Electrocute, but I feel like a lot of times you won't be able to proc Electrocute in the laning phase. I think Airy is much easier, especially if you are in harder matchups where you have to back off quicker. Brutal for the early game is also good for better lane pressure. I think in this lane matchup I was against a champ. I don't know. I think I was against Riven or Renekton maybe, and that's why I went for Bone Plating, because Bone Plating denies burst damage. Otherwise, Hunter's Titan or Second Wind are also great options. Then Demolish for turret sieging. You can also go Hunter Genius for some more ability haste. If you're into a hard matchup where you want to have more sustain and maybe a little bit more gold from the Honey Fruit, then go for Sweet Tooth. And for the spell stress Ignite Flash, you can also use Barrier or Exhaust into harder matchups. But yep, that's gonna be it. And let's hop right into it. Okay guys, let's get started with this gameplay. Playing duo queue with the boy Don in the jungle. Don in the jungle, that's gonna be a fun one. I'm gonna move forward a little bit. So, how do you play Teemo in the laning phase, exactly. I think Teemo is one of the strongest champions in the laning phase, in the Baron lane. You have champions like Cannon, Jace, and Teemo that are probably like the top 3 most annoying laners to deal with in the early game. Fiora as well, probably like top 4. What I like to do is I always hover in the brush, and if people are coming to last it, I will try to zone them away. Obviously this is a matchup against Gragas, and I think Teemo works the best against melee matchups, because then you have an easier time zoning them away. But the main point, or the main takeaway is, in the early game, every time an opponent is coming for the last hit, you wanna move out, use auto attack, and then first ability, because that's how you can maximize damage, by using auto attack first and then first ability immediately for maximum damage. And then you will get minion aggro, and every time you get minion aggro, there are 2 ways to drop the aggro. Either way, you go into the brush quickly, or you're moving far away from the minions that you back off. So you drop the minion aggro, and then you just keep repeating this process until they're until they are low enough for you to dive them, or maybe they just step forward. They don't respect your invisibility with the stealth, and then you can just get a free kill. But that's what I always do in the early game. I would say, unfortunately, I can't show it to its maximum potential in this matchup, because Gragas has some range with the first ability to last it, and he also has some sustain, so not the greatest matchup, where you can showcase the insane advantage. But I mean, I play the laning phase exactly how I would play probably the laning phase against melee champions as well. And here I was very lucky that I survived, actually. I'm looking to find maybe a stealth kill on him. I'm like, I'm moving. Does he know that I'm here? Maybe he put a ward here somewhere. No, doesn't look like he put a ward. Poking him down. Wave is crashing in. He's very low life. I would love trying to dive this guy. I actually had like a really good gameplay where I was like 4-0 against Aurelia, and against melee champions you can abuse your range so hard, but you still have to be careful about the enemy jungler and keep track of, okay, where is the enemy jungler? Will he punish me? Can I play that aggressively, trying to zone the opponent away? Because a lot of times people tend to ignore the enemy jungler and don't think about, okay, I'm playing super aggressive, trying to zone the opponent away. Will the enemy jungler path towards me and try to punish me for my overextension? And that's something that you guys have to keep an eye for when you're playing Teemo, because at the end of the day he's very squishy and pretty easy to gank as well. Okay, just trying to trade here. And I think a lot of, like, majority of the time you wanna sit in your lane, trying to abuse the fact that you are a strong lane bully, try to farm up, try to get the turret, and once you have secured your turret, I think that's the starting point when you have enough items. Maybe you want 2 or 3 core items. Some objectives you want to roam for, maybe Inferno or Mountain, but otherwise I think majority of the time you want to focus on farming in your own lane. Especially since you have Demolished, you can secure a lot of gold going for the platings. And getting the turret also allows you to then roam easier, because you can push in the wave and then you're just rotating. But Teemo is a champion that needs items before he can join team fights and be effective in team fights. And how do you play team fights? You want to set up your shrooms before an objective, best case. So if they're running into it, they're taking a lot of damage. Or, oh, did I get the kill yet? Oh no, I don't get the kill. It's bad, man. I didn't get the kill. Where was I? Or you're just coming in with the stealth of the third ability, you can try to flank people. But yeah, your first ability is very good against melee champions that rely on their auto attacks. Guess why? Because you can blind them and then they won't do damage anymore. Second ability gives you movement speed, and third ability gives you stealth plus attack speed. So the skill order is first ability, third ability, and then second ability. So for example, when is the blind dart of Teemo really good? Renekton's second ability can be blocked by Teemo's blind dart, for example. So if an ability, if an ability counts as an auto attack, then Teemo can deny that with this blind dart. It's really good. Okay, looks like we are going for the sneaky Herald right here. I'm over the wall, I'm like, nope. Oh. Oh, he gets spotted. It's okay. But yeah, I think I'm not sure. Wait, let me check really quick. I have another Teemo gameplay, right? Let me check against who I was laning against Fiora in the second gameplay, so make sure to stay tuned for the second gameplay. It was I think a 20 kill gameplay on Teemo against Fiora. So if you guys want to see the melee matchup, then check the second gameplay. Wait, let me open up really quick. Wait, I just wanna. Oops. I just wanna check the score. Okay, I finished 19 kills in the second game. So if you guys wanna see how to turbo snowball a game as a Teemo, then second game is very good. Well, this gameplay is more like a slow-paced game. The early game is pretty hard. It's a pretty close game overall. Third game, hard carry performance. I mean, second game hard carry performance. So definitely make sure to watch the second game as well. But yeah, I think right now I'm just trying to get some platings maybe? Okay, never mind. I pushed in the wave, that's the problem about laning against Gregors. It's very hard for me to kill the Gregors. I'm setting up some fruits right now in the river, and I'm just depushing the mid wave because the others are fighting in the top side, and I have nothing else to do right now. So I'm just trying to farm bot lane, top lane. I'm rotating back bot lane. I mean, by doing that, I buy some time for my teammates as well. Because Yone has to defend the mid wave, for example, while I get free mid wave gold, push in, and wait, did I get that kill? Nice. And I have nothing else to do because I already pushed in my bot wave. If you can't win your lane in the 1v1, then best case you just push in the wave and then try to roam and do something else. Try to farm somewhere else. Maybe you have time, then do Crux, for example. Maybe you can do the Scuttle. Maybe you can just rotate and gank the mid lane. Maybe you can set up some shrooms in the enemy jungle. Or maybe you can even invade in the enemy blue side in this case. There are a lot of options for you to decide what to do depending on the map situation. But yeah, in my case against Gregors, it's very hard for me to kill or dive this guy, so I'm pushing in and then just trying to look for something else to do. They're fighting. They're fighting. I'm trying to rotate. Let's see what I can do here. Maybe get the kill. Nope, unlucky. Maybe you can siege mid lane here. We have a little bit of time before the others are coming, because they just respawned. Get the demolished value on the onto the turret as well. Rakan doesn't make it out alive. I'm gonna go for the turret. He's super low life. Teemo hitting the Tristana, but the Yuumi is healing her up again. Oh yeah, also Morello is a good option in the late game if you guys need some anti-healing. You can get the 800 gold orb in the early game if you guys really want the anti-heal, but otherwise Morello, obviously last item, can be pretty good. Dude, I'm just getting 0 kills, dude. The thing is, if I was getting more kills in the early game, I would reach my power spike quicker. Like, I think Teemo needs like 3 items to be like... Obviously his laning phase is very good, but to be effective in team fights, you need the death cap. You need 3 items. I think that's the starting point when you're becoming super strong, and your shrooms are also doing tons of damage in team fights. But yeah, I'm just rotating, looking for plays, looking for turrets. And now another turret for us. Pretty good for us. We have 3 turrets. We secured all tier 1 turrets, while they only got the top turrets. And both the tier 2 mid and tier 2 top turret are very low right now. I see they're fighting. I'm rotating. Okay, he's jumping on me. I think that's not a good idea. Just one, give me one, man. I have 8 assists. Oh, sad, man. Okay, I'm just gonna reset, get Nash's Tooth, I guess. And then we're gonna group for the Inferno Dragon. But yeah, ideally you want to have like 3 kills in the laning phase. Like, ideally, if you play against a melee champion, you want to absolutely bully the enemy melee Baron laner, get some kills, and from there you will snowball much harder than I'm doing in this game. Because A, I don't get any solo kills, and B, I have a shit ton amount of... No, she's surviving. I thought she would die. I should have flashed earlier. If I flashed immediately, I'd probably get another auto attack off and then she dies. I was a little bit too greedy though. I could have killed the Tristana. But yeah, I think normally you want like at least 1 kill, but best case you have like 3 kills in the laning phase and you secure the bot turret with your demolish, because you're absolutely shitting on the laner, that every time he comes close you're just free hitting the turret, because he will be chunked down while you're full life and you have demolish as well. So if he walks up too close, you hit them, and if not, you go for the turret. But that way you can secure the turret, get lots of gold, and then from there snowball on the entire map. But I think the second game is a better example. I actually had like a really good game. I've already talked about it. I had like 60,000 damage. I was 4-0 against Irelia, but the enemy Fizz was camping me, and my bot lane was just inting, so unlucky. There will be games, definitely, where the enemy jungler will try to camp you, and you need to respect that, because you are a very easy target to kill as a Teemo. Okay, right now I'm just pushing the wave, trying to get some more gold, so I can get my death cap. Sometimes I like to use my shrooms to clear the wave quicker, by the way. But yeah, I only have 9,000 gold and 30 minutes, really not that good. You want, I guess, like 850 GPM as Teemo is already pretty good. Best case 1000, but I think like 800, 850 is pretty good on average. Oh, Vi's jumping in, yeah. Not everyone's ignoring the pet Vi, by the way. Who has a ooh. Oh no, I'll get unlucky. S1 flash by the Vi, I didn't respect that. Something, I think it's the board if it's... Are they? Oh wait, they're fighting. Yes, they're fighting, never mind. Yeah, I'm telling them to back off because they're gonna end up losing. That's why I told them to back off, because I'm like, you guys are gonna lose it. Okay. Okay, guys. Yeah, but yeah, it was obvious that they're gonna lose it because Vi is really strong right now, and therefore Yumi as well on her. Then go for the bot lane to get some more farming. We still haven't yeah, we still don't have death cap yet. No, missed the last hit. No one saw it. Setting up some rooms right here. Where do you want to set up rooms? In the brush or into entry spots for the objectives, or in the river usually. Like you want to set it up near an objective and through brushes where people will enter. I mean, it's very basic. Like, look what I'm doing right here. Like narrow paths where they are likely to go through for the objective. I'm gonna get death cap. And then I'm gonna set up some more shrooms before the next objective at the dragon team fight. Okay, now I have 3 items, and my shrooms are gonna do a lot of damage because I have death cap. And now I need void staff for the magic penetration in the mid and late game. Unlucky, Rakan is just getting caught right here. I'm gonna set up some shrooms. I don't think it matters even, because our Rakan is dead. So we are probably not gonna be able to teamfight, and this is pretty bad because it's the Ocean Dragon and we already have 2 dragons. If we manage to get this one, it would be very good because then we would have 3. I'm not sure if I'm pushing top lane or I'm just gonna go for a flank here. Right now I'm just looking for a flank of someone who's low life. I see the Yone, I'm like hello there. And I see... he got it, Fitzpatrick. I wanted the kill. I wanted the kill, guys. I have 10 assists. I'm a little bit greedy because I want some kills as well. A little bit greedy. Slightly greedy. And that's the Vi, that's big. If we can catch the Vi here and get the shutdown, it would be very good for us. Oh. Yay! Ah, I got the shutdown, nice! And now we can go for Baron as well, that's very good. Just pushing a bit, getting more gold. I'm gonna push this one as well. And now I think I'm gonna reset, get items, darkbreaker, reset items, or pushing. I guess I'm gonna go for the bot turret. Or mid turret. Bot turret. I mean, we're just applying pressure on 3 lanes right now. Kha'Zix in the top lane, Jhin and Rakan in the mid lane, and me from the bot lane. So 3 waves are crashing in, and it's going to be very hard for them to defend it. And now look how quickly I can siege with the demolish as well. Bam, we got the turret already. I'm going to go for the mid turret as well. And we got the mid turret on top of that. Okay, that guy's jumping in. Nice. Ooh. Oh, super low right here. We got three tier 3 turrets with this Baron because we applied a lot of pressure from 3 different angles / 3 different lanes, and it's very hard for them to defend it, especially if some people are dead. But yeah, 3 turrets secured, and now we're just gonna go for the Nexus, I guess, to end the game. Oh, Kha'Zix is jumping in. Okay, Kha'Zix is hinting. Slightly. Or maybe not. He's surviving. Oh, nice. And now we can just continue and get those kills. He's jumping in, he dies. And we can end the game. Overall, pretty close game, I would say. But we took the W. Let's go. Make sure to stay tuned for the second gameplay. It's gonna be... if you guys want to see the full potential of Teemo, stay tuned for the second game. And... not bad damage. Let's go. I would say Giant Slayer is... It scales pretty well into the late game. Like, the more HP they have, the more damage you will do. Caster with Fleet, and that's normal. Let me mute them all, by the way. How do you die already? Wait, why is my Ashe? Okay, you fucked up with this one. He's gonna lose 2 minions here. And to be fair, he took the plant already. I didn't take plant yet. Are you serious? Oh, 22. Oh, no. Oh, he does die. Wait, Airy. Fuck, Airy. That's why we play Airy, guys. I pray Masa is not here, because I can get so much plate value here. Diving that man. Oh, he gets the kill. Not bad. What do I get first item? Okay. I am there though. But good arrow. Yeah, you can try to get some fightings here. He used the W. Okay. Okay, he takes a plant. Oh, now he's getting the plant. Oh, I was trolling the plant. Oh, really? Dude, I have Ashe mid lane entering. Great. He's dead. siege. It's my demolish value. Boom, demolish. It's because I don't have that much HP. She can go this for attack speed. But it really gives you attack speed. One more plating and I'm resetting. Okay, I think Trina is cleaning up though. I guess I get this. Huh? Oh. Wait, what? Come on! Oh, yes, good, Trina, great. He uses W, great to know. Doesn't know where I am, right? Okay, Foster Flash, we're chilling. Oh no, he takes a plant. Okay. Oh, bro. Nice attempt. I wasn't decent close though, to be fair. It's not like he was hard entering this. I'm gonna save my S1. Just so if someone comes, I have what's my demolish value? Okay. Ooh, that's so much gold for me. Holy shit. And now since I pushed out this wave, maybe I set up for dragon. He's still pushing bot lane though, that's annoying. Let's set up some shrooms here. Let's see what I can do. I need more abilities to be fair. Oh, Nash's Tooth, true. Be patient. Oh, one person already running into it. Great. Okay, Fiora jumped in. I'm waiting for the Lucian to come. That's when I'm striking here. Dude, look at the damage I did on that already. And they all ran into my shroom. Great. I know most of this in this. Oh, I see. Nice. I actually should get Nash's 2 first. I mean, honestly, I can get Decap and then Nash's Tooth. Not gonna lie, doesn't matter. Demolish value, and no Q in. Yes, the auto attacks are not hurting me anymore. Well, let's put something onto the entry. Okay. Reset. Actually, I should stay. I'm gonna try to re-engage. Look at the meta. Shoot down.
Your team has slain the Rift Herald. Ally slain. Top turret is under attack.
I mean, the laning phase is kind of over, so I can actually. Oh, I see you. I can actually just go decap, not gonna lie. Are you serious? Oh, that guy's pretty bad. I'm gonna get decap. Because then my shrooms have insane value in team fights. And I'm gonna do tons of damage. And then next item, I'm gonna get Nash's too. I mean, if you have a longer laning phase, I would go Nash's Tooth. Because then it's gonna give you better damage output in 1v1. But since I'm no longer no longer 1v1ing against Fiora, I'm just pushing out the wave and then I'm roaming. And in this case, I would just go Death Cap. Because your shrooms are gonna do tons of damage. Okay, go for the turret, I'm waiting. Go for the turret, my friend. She's so dead. Fighting. What do I do for it?
Down. Enemy double kill. Enemy
Third ability gives you attack speed, so that's why I'm using it. So you can clear this quicker. Up. Clear top wave, reset. And then set up shrooms, buff Inferno.
ally slain.
They have a lot of physical damage. Actually, you know what's good item against that team comp? Crystalline. Actually. Yeah, that should be fine. And now I'm just setting up. This is a good spot, this is a good spot. Usually, everyone is running right next to the pit, by the way. Not necessarily in the bush, but right in the next to the entry. That's where everyone is always hovering around. Like right here, for example. People will run into it. Or here. When they're trying to escape, this is also a good spot. Actually, if I get this blue off, would be fucking lovely. Because now I get the ability haste and I can put more. I'm gonna clear the ward that I put there.
Turret lost.
I have a ward right here. So I can clear it and then sit in that brush. Maybe here. Good spot as well. It looks like we are not fighting there. So now they're engaging. Coming. Ah, he went in another room. And now I use first ability, and now he's not gonna do damage to me. Because with first ability, he gets the blind, and then he doesn't do damage. Like, you saw, he ran through all the fucking shrooms there, as well. I can stop this. Unless he's face checking or something.
Enemy turret destroyed.
He's gonna run to the shroom. Ooh, the arrow is coming. Poison, 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 poison. Yes! What the fuck? It was enough. LMO. LMO. Just have to damage. I'm securing it. Okay, guys. Let's not end. Good. Don't get what stuff. I think I can actually go infinite here because they don't have any resistance, to be fair. Or barely resistance. Yeah, by the way. 1, 2, wards. Take this. And put another one here. Another one here. Another.
Enemy turret destroyed.
Yeah, fucking life. Let's reset. I think I'm just gonna get infinity off. I have more burst damage. And I'm getting this. Wait, they're rushing Baron. What the fuck? Shit. Why are they Baron? Guys. What?
Baron.
Oh god. God, guys. Okay, we got it. Never mind. It's okay. Ooh. Continue running into my traps. Wait, when did Ash die? I feel like I might not. I feel like Gunblade might be really good. Just for the sustain, Gunblade might be really fucking good. Okay. 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 Yes, yeah. Okay. Fine. Okay. Okay. We just wasted the Baron Colonel. No. We have 2 dragons? Yeah, we have 2 dragons already. I think it's fine, my friend. Back off, back off, back off, back off. Are you nuts? Are you nuts, my friend? Okay, let's see if we can kill him. Quickly. Why is no one a dragon, guys? Why is no one a dragon? What the fuck? Why is no one a dragon? What? Oh! Okay. landing. GG's. I mean, the death timers are kinda low, no? Okay, never mind. GG's. Well, Teemo in... I'm using Teemo in low elo. Nice. Teemo S++ broken. Oh my god. How much damage did we do? Yo, 41,000. Emerald 1, Emerald 4, Emerald 3, Emerald. Okay, full Emerald elo. Whoop.
Fire spreading all around my room. My world's so bright, it's hard to breathe, but that's alright. Hush.